Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you how to craft +1 all spell skill gems, +1 phase scepters with double influence mod and one unveiled mod. I want to start on a base which is either Sambar Scepter for the penetration or 40% increased elemental damage implicit like Void or Opal Scepter. This craft doesn't actually work on wands. On wands is gonna be a different craft because there's too many physical prefixes on wands. So we can't really force +1. I want to start with a corroded metallic shattering fossil spam, or if you want to use a 4-socket resonator, shattering metallic corroded etheric. This will be like an example of a scepter that you're gonna keep. It just needs +1 and everything else random, it doesn't matter, as long as it is we have +1. I also add the links where you can buy bases with the mods already rolled. They're pretty cheap, but I expect them to go up in price. They're already 40, 45C. When I was buying them, they were like 10C. We want to start by getting 1 prefix and 2 suffixes on our weapon. How we can achieve this is either a null until we have 3 mods, and we want to keep +1 and 2 suffixes. Or we can also try to split, like in this case. My item has 5 mods, and as you can see, I split it. And in the first one, we have 3 mods, and in the second one, we have 2. If in this case, we have another prefix with the +1, we can also prefix to suffix. I wouldn't recommend annulling the weapon below 3 mods, because we need 3 mods total, and if you have a prefix instead of a suffix, you can always prefix to suffix. And if your item is already split and you can't split it again, just annul, it's fine. If your item has 2 mods for some reason, because maybe you're gonna lack on a split or something, you can always craft an aspect as a suffix to fill the second suffix that you need filled. So this will be the final scepter that you need to start crafting, +1 and 2 suffixes. Once you have your base, +1 and 2 suffixes, you can craft Kenroll attack mods. And since we have 3 suffixes and only 2 open prefixes, when we do augment fizz, since this is not influence mod, this is not an influenced scepter yet, so we can actually augment fizz. Kenroll attack mods is gonna block all of the other mods. The only fizz mod that we can actually slam is gonna be +1 to all fizz spell skill gems. Now we have a +2 scepter. After we do this, we can change the craft from Kenroll attack mods to prefix cannot be changed. This will allow us to scour the item and keep the +2. Once we have it scoured like this, we can go ahead in the next step and multi-mod and craft Kenroll attack and Kenroll caster. These are 3 suffixes. And what this lets us do is we can influence slam using a Crusader or Redeemer. You can also use a Warlord or a Hunter slam, but we prefer Redeemer or Crusader, Exalted Orbs, because they have better prefixes and better suffixes. And once you slam, you're gonna be blocking most of the mods using attack and Kenroll caster. And in most cases, you're gonna be only rolling fizz damage as extra cold, fizz damage as extra lightning, or cold penetration or lightning penetration. I also made some examples of Warlord and Hunter, but I don't think you should be doing this. The best 2 are definitely Crusader and Redeemer. And this lets us slam our prefix. You want to slam damage as extra usually, or penetration is fine too. But once you slammed your 3rd prefix, we can remove these crafts and craft prefixes cannot be changed instead. And what this allows us to do is our prefixes will be protected by prefixes cannot be changed. So we can force another influence suffix using reroll influence. And we can keep doing this step over and over until we hit whatever we want. So for example, we can pretty much force any suffix mod we want, at least 1. So you probably want to go for Hatred effect, or spells do double damage. If you go for Crusader, you want to do Zealotry effect or Wrath effect or damage per power charge. If you have like a niche build that needs conversion, conversions might be okay as well. So at this point, we have our 3 prefixes and our forced suffix influence mod. Up to this point, everything is deterministic. The only mod that is not deterministic is the third prefix, but you will always get something good using this method. The only mod that is bad is power charge or endurance charge on kill on Redeemer, but these are really low weight, like 500, so most of the times you're gonna hit something good. Once you have your 4 mods, you're gonna Aisling unveil the 5th suffix, and as you can see, most of the suffix have 22% or more chance to hit something good. These are all the good suffixes you can have. Double damage while focused, cast speed, damage per frenzy, damage per power charge, multi, or trigger. So you're gonna unveil a mod. The best one is probably gonna be double damage, normal double damage, not the one while focused. As the last step, you're just gonna want to craft prefix, you're gonna want to divine the prefixes. It's gonna take like 3 divines on average, and then you craft prefix cannot be changed, and then you divine the suffixes separately, like this. And once your suffixes are divined, you can just bench craft cream multi over and over until Sceptres is done, all perfect rolls. You don't have to choose these mods, you can choose whatever you want depending on your build. But yeah, this is how you craft it. And don't forget to 30 quality it with the E-lock bands, and then you can also enchant it with elemental damage per quality or AoE per quality. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, and let me know what you want to see next.